Konnichiwa! Welcome to the stream. We're just playing more Diablo 3. It's been about a week since the last video. Oop. Nothing special tonight. We're still where we were last time. I have 3 pieces of Marauder, 2 pieces of Unhallowed Essence. We did find, I just remembered, we did find Zoe's belt, did we not? I don't know where I put it. There it is. The defensive belt, which I'll be using. But for right now, my damage is still sort of all over the place. We're still relying on just legendaries with no set bonuses. The only bonuses I have right now are generation and having pets. That's really all there is to it. We're gonna hop around trying to get Enmity Rifts again and see if I can't get, let's say like a Goblin Horde. Because those really help. Alright. Anyway, this is after Fauna's graduation. I'm looking forward to whatever it is she starts doing afterwards, and have a feeling that Mint is going to be involved. In the meantime, back to this.
That would not be wise. Feel my wrath.
No reason not to do this, right? I mean, we're already here. To get an MAT portal, you have to focus on taking out regular enemies, like weaker ones. Okay, yeah, the pets are absolutely tearing ass here. Could work on the pet jewel, but who knows which set I'm going to end up with. And as far as I know, it's the only one you're going to use pets with. She ended up, Fauna specifically, ended up making her memberships public like she said she would. Like, I have to assume the Hololive, like, staff went and did it after fact. I don't know if anyone's made a playlist for it, but I would recommend making your own if no one has. She put out a lot. Like, dwarfing a lot of other people. It's like 70-something of them. It's pretty awesome. I know we'll likely be hearing from her again soon, but I know that I have over 100 videos to catch up on, which is on average 200 hours if I listen to them 8 hours a day.
You won't survive that.
Hold on, I can't math. It's just rounded up to 250, like, because most of them are over 2 hours. Like, we're looking at 80, so 10 days times 3. Like, we're looking at an entire month of videos.
I must say, I'm a bit dismayed.
My God. We just arrived here. I must say that this sucks. Any Diablo lore I ignore, just straight up.
My hatred is too low.
To be honest, even 2 didn't make much sense. 3 was awful and 4 was an insult. But the gameplay of 3 still really good. Oh, I just saw Sonic 3. Oh my God, that was so damn good. Like, they had Live and Learn in the movie, thank God, because most of it's just whatever the directors thought sounded cool at the time, and a lot of it isn't. But, or the producer maybe. But they included, this is my only issue. Cheerwine, by the way. They included a remix of Live and Learn. It was like less than 10 seconds, and they chose the wrong part of the song. I don't want to spoil anything, but not that anyone's going to see my videos, but they focused on a part of the song where he says, "You may never find your way," which completely, I don't know if they meant it to make sense in that part of the movie, but it didn't. It seemed to go against the point of the movie at that part. Yeah, I'm glad they used it considering they had Shadow, but it was still odd. I also feel that they made Maria make so much more sense. The movie version was It was cute and believable.
Help me! I'm trapped! In here! In the Iron Maiden!
I can be your Iron Maiden. I finally just like an hour ago decided that I wasn't 2 hours that I was done with Elden Ring. After playing it all over again twice because I lost my save, I shit you not, the power went out and my save disappeared.
No, I will not do that.
Yeah. Couldn't make myself do another playthrough because I'm just not enjoying it. It's amazing how fast you can go with a level when you have enough levels, but like, I realized I want to play an all magic run, that there was no reason not to just use heavy glintstone. Like all the previous Souls games, it's just take the fast, deep option. Everything else is just kind of PvP. Like, I hated it that Renala's full moon, or whatever it's called, just not great. Rane's might be good, I don't know, but it takes 80 intellect. I was doing a intellect and faith with a little bit of everything else, obviously, up, you know, for reasons. I found that just hitting with Bastard Stars plus 9 was more effective than casting spells. It's like, Jesus. The point is, I kind of lost interest. I'm like, I don't know why. I'm like, I'm going to collect spells. And it's like, for what? I want Comet Azure, I guess, the achievements for getting the legendary spells, but Relana's Twin Moons, which that character should not, is just souped up. My OC is better than yours spell. It's cool, it throws 2 moons instead of 1 moon. Also, they hit the ground. Also, it has a melee attack at the end. You hit it with your your staff. Does like 3k damage or something. I could just do something else. Like, everything feels like a waste. I just kept switching back and forth between Black Fireball and Heavy Glintstone to fight bosses. And everything else I used felt like I was just showing off. Like, it wasn't actually numbers-wise making any sense to use anything. I will say, as long as you're okay with using Scarlet Rod, it will be neat to play through the game again. Just doing, like... Stop popping monocles. Doing every status effect, but like, I already did that and felt bad about it. So it's like, I mean, what's it matter if I go through and I put Poison, Scarlet Rot, Black Blade, like Destined Death, and then let's say Night Maiden's Mist on the same boss until they melt. It never quite feels like you accomplished anything, and I could possibly use that to beat the final boss of the DLC, which everyone told me about. Would not get away from it. Everywhere. It was basically like if you were looking up, like if Star Wars was a game, and almost every single wiki page contained a paragraph that began like, it was like, how do I get off Tatooine? And they're like, well, you want to talk, it's like, well, you have to wait till Luke's father, Vader, shows up to fight Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ben. Then your character, the Jedi Luke Skywalker, like, it was like everything told you everybody's name and like every secret in every friggin' paragraph, and it's like, oh. Then when the final boss showed up, I'm like, nothing about the entire scenario made any sense, so I'm even more disappointed because it was spoiled and then it was worse. Like, Jesus, nothing about it made sense. It was like some last second decision to just slap it together. Also, the DLC is basically, let's give a boss like 2 to 3 times more HP, make them very, very fast, very, very large, so they're hard to hit, because there'll be a lot of ones that are hard to hit because their arms will be like, no shit, like a 12-foot reach. So you go to run under them, and they blast everything under them. And then they jump a football field away and back, and then they're gone again. Almost every single boss had that. And when they weren't, like, really big, they were still really tall, but lanky. And it's like, who is this? Who designed this? Like, all of it felt bad. I ended up going for Unga Bunga, which I tried not to do. And I realized that hit them with the... There we go. Hit them with the biggest weapon, which I used the big hammer thing.
That was just a taste.
I tried almost every super weapon I could find, well, not every. There's so many choices, but you know what I
I
mean.
need more hatred to do
I never felt like I was doing, or no, I mean there were good moments, but like by the very last parts, it was like it didn't feel like I was really accomplishing anything. I was just like the final boss
hatred
basically
is too
requires
low.
that you trade blows with him, or to quote somebody on Reddit, if you want to do it like the pros do,
Survive that.
you essentially have to
I need more hatred.
attack him once every 30 seconds, spending the rest of the time doing perfect dodges. And it's like, that's not fun. It's just boring. Destruction strike! Harbor wrathful. It's just, I don't know. Or his salvation. That's a good name.
Need more time.
I don't know, I got so bored, you know?
Not enough hatred.
Anyway, Sonic 3 was really great, you should go see that. I don't know if I could recommend the Elden Ring DLC till it goes on sale. It was that disappointing. I even had Quest break because there is a scene very much like the whole bit in the base game where you walk into Atlas Plateau and it makes the Radon Festival happen. But it breaks a bunch of different quest lines at the same time, and you get, I guess, a text on your phone that I have to assume, do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. You pick it up and you have like a beeper, and it's like, yo, the major quest boss of this thing just did a thing. Whoop whoop, like it appears on your screen as text and everything. And it's like, how do I know that happened? How do I know who did it? And how do I know what the implications are? Like, it was one of those moments of, like a dude just walking around a corner going, by the way, as you've surmised, the universe is actually 5 dimensions, and due to the quadratic equations that Einstein came up with, in these last moments of life that was carried, of course, by Thomas Edison to the moon, like you were familiar with this, right? Like, it almost felt like a simplified version of that kind of moment in a really bad movie, where it's like, no, I did not know that happened, and I have no reason to know what the implications are. Why did you just suddenly stop talking and walk off after starting that? And yeah, you're just supposed to know. And it's like, okay, well, you're supposed to replay it. And it's like, I don't want to replay the DLC. It was that bad. Like, I never felt like I was getting anywhere until the very end when I was finally so buffed that I could actually accomplish
That
something.
would not be wise.
When I got to the very end of the game, I was wearing the heaviest possible armor, the heaviest possible weapon, was at like plus 75, I mean, at times 1.75 or times 1.8, I forget where I stopped, but I want to say 7.5, out of 2, mind you, percent buffed, because that's what the DLC does. And I was still squishy as could be, would get interrupted, I'm not joking. Your poise stops at 100, which means the only way to get it above to get it to the threshold of 101 would be to put on a trinket that makes it so you might as well just take the damn armor off and just find whatever armor combination puts you right back at 101 when you put on the bull goat talisman. What's the point of all of this? You know? It just, I don't know, it just doesn't sit right with me. I was thinking of trying to go back and play Bloodborne because I never played the DLC.
I need more hatred to do that.
I just don't know if I care. And I could stream it, but let's be real. No one's gonna watch me stream anyway, so that would probably be a waste, and I'd probably stop playing it because I would get really disappointed. Also, as I've said before, when I play like games and such, I play them on a treadmill, a literal treadmill. And that's not conducive to streaming. No one really wants to hear for like 2 to 6 hours straight. I mean, I guess I don't really have a reputation to uphold, but like, I don't want to make a joke about a Sibian right now.
Sweet revenge.
Okay. Ooh. There we go, finally they're dropping stuff. I have the...
I am renewed.
I do have the quiver that lets you shoot, put out 2 additional sentries. But you have to wait after you put out the first 3 for it to, you know, regenerate. I just tend to forget. Mind you, the difficulty I'm playing as, I don't really have to worry about it. Like, I'm gonna make it. Ooh. The Impale set again. I think originally Impale was the only thing it would boost. I mean, even now, there's no reason not to use Impale exclusively. What's Phantom Knives gonna do?
I can't do that here.
Phantom Knives does 620. Up to 1600, but gives it a 15-second cooldown. Oh, by the way, 10-second cooldown. Whereas Impale
Yes?
is 750.
Why do you keep glancing over at Kadala?
Or crits for additional 330.
Making sure she isn't up to anything suspicious.
So, point is... I guess we'll throw this in here. Oh, I already had the hand. Man. Anyway, I stream so rarely now, I forget whether or not I ever had a stream personality. I think I may have been trying to be a little bit, okay, it's cringe for a guy to say it, but say so. Like, you know, trying not to cuss as much, trying to be... avoid the dirty jokes, but looking back at my Mega Man streams, and all the shorts I made summarizing it, made a lot of sex. So, probably not that big a deal. Okay. Huh. Yeah, we're 20 minutes in, and it hasn't shown more than 0 viewers. I think we're fine. Like, I can pretty much just... I can stop worrying about what I say, because no one's gonna hear it. They'll never know!
I never imagined such a creature.
That's what she said. Alright.
I need more hatred to do that.
I still don't know if that stacks in some weird way, but I like it. When you hear the dogs howl, the wolves... Have you no wolves? It's, it's a cooldown that makes them buff you for like 15%. I don't know if it acts. Because it happens all at once, so duration would be irrelevant. Do I have a visual buff? No.
No, I will not do that.
Are
Not
you
enough
sure?
Hatred.
Yeah, here it comes. Looking down the whole time. Honestly, I would recommend watching all 3 Sonic movies. There's some toilet humor in the first 2 that's kind of gross. Particularly the first one. But overall, they're really decent movies, and the human parts aren't really bad. Really? We're gonna end on this area?
Bleed, you filth!
I did the buff after everything else, but... yeah, it's the last area. Okay, hold on. Yeah, no real luck this time for anything solid, but it's money and parts. I suppose I could go up 1 difficulty level just in case. Don't think it'd make much of a difference. Ooh. I may end up having to do... Oh, never mind. 260. We're good.
I need to go back.
Ooh. Okay, let's see if this disappears. There's a band called Battle Beast. Look them up. That's it. Just look them up. They're great. Their music is incredibly inspiring. Don't really know what else to say. Okay, just what is this? 1947... 2454. Okay. Destroy. Destroy. Okay. There's no reason to extract this. Though it is really cool looking. You know what? Let me test. It's a stupid thing to spend gold on, and waste my time, but let's just do a 4 rip to see if I can do it. Okay. With that number 2 set on, it generates discipline just by attacking, so I shouldn't run out. Okay. By the way, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog is the original show.
No,
Sonic Adventure... sorry. Sonic the Hedgehog. Not The Adventures, just Sonic the Hedgehog. Is the other cartoon where Sonic is in a dystopian cyber future, where everyone's being turned into cyborgs or just outright androids eventually. But however that makes sense, but it's Sonic. Where Sonic is drawn like a weird Hanna-Barbera sort of thing, and everyone else is drawn sort of like a Disney furry.
that would not be wise.
I found it out trying to figure out where Sally and Amy actually began from, and the bunny. And I could not, my brain would not separate The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog from Sonic the Hedgehog, because it sounds like it's the same show. You would think it would be Sonic X or Sonic Underground. Both of those sound like they would be the dystopian future show. Oh, finally. Wait, no. Also know that. It's just Sonic the Hedgehog.
Do you want more? Still waiting.
I want to talk about the movie, but I can't do it without spoiling it. Go watch the movie. Well, no one's going to see this before the movie's out of theaters, right?
From this land.
Oh, good. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to end up doing with this channel, but I mean, with this being number 16, I think, I'll have streamed 16 times since I came back, so to speak. I feel like I haven't done anything, but 16 streams is a lot. It's more than Gura's done in like the last 6 months. That is a jab at her, and it is true. As far as I remember. That's... It's a lot of streams. I've got no viewers, but that's a lot of streams. Which means that I can do this. You can do it! You feel great! Shut up! God! It's just...
I need more hatred.
I don't have an audience, and I don't have a good subject matter. I'm just some dude playing random video games. I really don't know where to go with it. Because I tried showing cat pictures, I tried doing gardening presentations. I tried sort of being stuck to one game series with Pokemon, and nothing worked. Nothing got me any attention. To this day, like I said a few videos ago, my Twitter, mytwitter.com, still has plenty of stuff on it to imply, you know, what do you call it? My brain just shorted out there. There is still plenty of click-throughs or whatever on my pinned comments, hundreds of them, to show that people have seen it, but I still have less than 30 views on my channel trailer. That is what is linked there.
Guardian is here.
Which means that any efforts put towards stuff like that is wasted. Because mind you, that was, for lack of a better term, basically a day's work. Okay, getting a double of moratorium's not a problem.
When the champions of ages past, if you have it, what do you need?
Okay, hold on, Hershey, I think. I'm gonna like look around my mic. Okay, that's not so bad. What I wanted was the blood diamonds, the blood jewel things. And just to see where I was. Also, I think this is probably the passability cloak. Find out. No. That's useless. Okay, cool. Well.
You look like you could use a new item of, indeterminate
use.
usefulness.
Shoulders, torso, feet. Shoulders, torso, feet. I could go ahead and extract that. But I have nowhere I want to put it, because I'd have to wear Tasker and Theo. I guess feet.
Well,
I
isn't
cannot
that
afford
nice?
that.
I mean, can you not? Yeah, boy. Alright, now I just need the shoulders, and would you look at that?
Yes, I see.
Damn, I was so hoping. Your items become indestructible.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Yeah, let's see what this is. You could use a little boost. 5.42.
Yes.
Yay. Okay. Let me, I guess, go ahead and try again to get knocking on that. Always out of the... Bye. Goodbye. Almost did it one more time. That could have been... Pocket. Bye. Oh well, it's fine. That one's really good. Oh wait, moratorium. Your pets just do 16.5% additional damage at all time. You do 25% additional damage against bosses of Rift Guardians. You take an ass load less damage. Okay, put this here. Okay, we oh. Got quite a bit of ways to go here. We're gonna go to where the butcher is, see if we can find another portal.
Bleed, you filth!
Really don't know what to do on my own. Like, for a while I was really obsessed with coming back to streaming, but like, as we've seen here, I've released over 100 videos and have an average CC, and well, not even CCV, an average view. If you subtract my main account and this account, my average view is less than 1.
Sweet revenge!
There is no logical reason I should still be a streamer. So I'm a little torn on it. Like, I'm no longer mad. I'm just baffled. Like, when you want to keep playing a game but you don't enjoy it, like, if you don't feel anything, then there's no point doing it. And then this isn't like when one of the Hollow Girls graduates and it's like, well, don't you ever want to go do something else? It's, yeah, but I'm not being paid $300,000 a year to do this. If I was, they would have to drag me off in a cop car. I would not stop. Yago would have to call security every day to get me off of that computer. I don't know why I'm homeless in Japan using the office computer, but still. I mean, they do have those in the Hollow video. But point is, God, it would be hard to stop me from streaming every day. Because that's a huge amount of money. So, the first 3 years would give me a lifetime of income, essentially. Oh man. Point is, the money's that good. But second, it's hanging out with a bunch of people that you probably get along with, giving you all these social connections, letting you do something you enjoy doing while being compensated extremely well for it, in an environment that is seemingly made to help you succeed. I understand that they're not wanting to go back and forth to Japan over and over and over throughout the year suck. And I would not move to Japan. There's lots of reasons, but I know that I cannot pass for Asian at all. Surprise! Which is weird because, okay, no one knows my lore, so mask off here. My grandfather looks straight up like Yago with wrinkles. He's the most Asian-looking white guy I've ever seen. I don't even know how to explain this. You occasionally see it with white women on occasion. Well, they'll have sort of, particularly with a certain amount of makeup, they have sort of a flatter look and there's something about their eyes and you're like, is she part Asian or not? My grandfather just straight up looked Asian. Putting that aside, and the native ancestry I may or may not have, like everybody else. I mean, I am a tan dude with dark hair who gets asked to these Cherokee all the time, but I'm not joking. Cherokee, specifically Cherokee, why? First of all, Catawba, Miami, Yami, Choctaw, like, there are a lot of tribes on this coast. The Appalachia is full of them. Why Cherokee? I guess it's just the easiest one to identify. Like, how you would say, like, Navajo if this were, like, Nevada or something. Nebraska. Oklahoma? Oklahoma's sad when you actually look up the history of that and see how many tribes got moved to Oklahoma. And, like, where were they 50 years before that? And it's like, oh, speaking English and signing documents, trading papers with receipts. And it's like, why the fuck would you force them to go to Oklahoma? No one wants to live in Oklahoma. They even make it hard to live there, to encourage you to leave. Oh, anyway, point is, I wouldn't want to live in Japan, because I just do not want to deal with that kind of xenophobia and generally being stuck in a foreign country, where I could at any point just be tossed out. That said, I would love to visit. Particularly if I were making that kind of money, I could afford to just not blend in, but you are much more welcome in places when you can afford to be there. Let's just say that. Right now, I am living on retail, and I will likely always be living on retail. I don't think streaming's gonna work out. It's July 5th, or it's January 5th. I have no viewers. I might have to go ahead and finally admit it that this was a mistake. This really sucks, because I do like streaming, but I could be on a treadmill right now. I could be doing push-ups, sit-ups, exercising, or writing a book right now. Instead, I'm playing Diablo 3 while sitting down, talking to a microphone to nobody. And chances are no one's ever going to see this conversation I'm having right now with myself. Monologue. Like, it's a possibility literally no one will ever see it. It sucks because I don't have the amount of free time that some people have to do this. And I look over at someone like Blue, the only person to give me a chance, and he's doing great. He gets more attention from a video of just talking about his day than I've gotten on every other video added up together. Which means that I really, really should take his example and stream for long hours on Twitch, on very specific times, and make a point of advertising myself and making a big deal out of it being me. You know, here's me, I'm doing a thing. Like, hey, Niwa's coming around midnight, don't miss it. He's going to be playing a game. Oh my god, it's that Diablo 3, he's grinding to the top. Be there, or be square, or rhombus. I could do that. But I'm gonna let you in on what's not really a secret here. I don't have the stuff. I don't believe that I'm actually entertaining enough to sell that. What I was hoping for was a handful of people who would show up a stream and be like, hey, you're doing great. Or hey, you suck. So I have someone to talk to. But here we are, it's a new year. I've done this for so many months now. And I've got no one to talk to. It's me. Some people announce to tens of thousands of people that they're thinking of retiring. I think I'm announcing to 0 people that I may go ahead and stop uploading. I don't really know what to do anymore.
I imagined that the hero of prophecy would be more lively.
This really sucks. I liked streaming. But how do you justify it when there's no one watching you? How do you justify showing up at all? No one's going to see it. No one's going to care. You justify it. I've thought about it over and over. I am a male VTuber. My chance of success is so small the decimal place is not in sight. I could make myself have a chance to possibly get monetized one day. If I advertise myself and treated it like a side hustle. If I really push the, hey guys come watch me, hey guys come watch me, hey guys come watch me thing. But do I want that? Do I want people, do I want to push the come watch me so I can make money thing? No. I just wanted to hang out.
Do you see that enemy over there? Let us cleanse it from this land.
Okay, I've got enough damage to do this, I guess. What? Oh, I didn't even notice the sentries are casting my spells. Okay. Well, that's a big change. Okay.
Darkness awaits. Not enough hatred.
Watch him go.
That is what I have trained for.
My hatred is too low.
Yeah, they can do Coster Arrow, I just haven't seen them do it. Well that changes how this feels.
I need more hatred to do that.
Cool. Alright. I no longer have like a plus 40%, so I don't have to use lightning. Okay, here we go.
I can't do that. You won't survive that. Not enough hatred.
Alright. Come on, get away from the corners. Wow, the game is just locking up.
Hatred to do that.
I won't say I needed this, but it does put me in a better mood. 232. Damn, it actually broke the game. I can't... Yeah, you can tell in there. I can't see what's on the ground. Like, my UI is completely locked up. Okay, okay. I keep getting caught on every little corner. That's, that was cool. I don't recall that being a problem any of the dozens of times I've come through here before.
I'm overburdened.
You definitely are.
I am
Okay,
returning to
let me get
town.
up here for just a second. $500. Good God. Really don't want the chess piece. I want the. Don't have a huge choice here though. But what can I get in wrist? No, you want rings. I don't. Screw it.
Yes, I see.
Well, that switches me to cold. Gives me a lot more damage.
Forgive me for falling in with a thief.
I bet they don't forgive a lot of things. And anyway, no one said you had to like me.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that.
Like that one. No one said you had to like me. You had to like. Well, I wouldn't worry about that. Okay. Have any other Marauder here? Shouldn't, right? Well, they don't know that they're Marauder here because the search never got.
Some new things for you to take
Ready?
a look at.
Convert set item. I got a lot. Okay. Nah. They just upgraded.
Not what I would do, but when has that stopped you?
I really want to keep the chess piece, but I ain't got much of a choice here. Okay, the only part left is shoulders. Okay, so we're going to this moment. Okay, get rid of all these. Oop, up, get up. Dexterity. Okay, took a lot of treasure to pick up. That was strangely well timed, because I was pretty close to just calling it and possibly never coming back. Feels weird if I had one fan, I would show up. I would show up at the same time, every time, and be very... I would try, at least, to, what's the word? Accommodate when it is they'd want to watch stuff. like in what it is they like seeing me play. But I have no one. I don't really have anyone to accommodate or even to try to please and stuff. It's just me. Did I pick up any shoulders? Oh. What's this? Be anything. A gorilla orbe. Man. Oh yeah, I need to switch to cold. I like lightning, like the effects the runes have in this, but not the best place for it. Okay, hold on. Hold. Instead of grenades, release 3 rockets. Yeah. $250, $450. Okay. Frost. Shoot a frost arrow that's it's an enemy and then splits up to 10 additional frost arrows. Okay. Chills everything, slowing it down. Okay, Got a bunch of kids in the house. Not too worried about anybody breaking into my house or anything like that. Like, it could happen, but it's probably okay. Okay, let's get rid of that. See here. Enemies who are slowed take 20% more damage. Okay, let's give this a shot. Okay.
Hatred. Vengeance.
Speaking of Sonic 3.
No, I will not do that.
Such a good movie.
My hatred is too low.
Oh yeah. Did you notice that my ult started working again? Okay.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay, let me run back real quick.
Town.
Shouldn't take too long. Prowlers? Why is it I remember everything in Diablo 3? Lacuni Prowlers. Cold skills deal 20% more damage, blah blah. Okay, I guess just destroy them. They make you faster? You have maximum speed, so it kind of doesn't matter. Okay. Take the shoulders out. Boop. Get up. Get up, do da. Okay. Back up here. What else is there?
Yes, I see.
Meh. Okay. I really don't know. Because there's so many things I could talk about. But talking to yourself in the chat kind of makes it irrelevant. Because I want to talk about what music I like and what things I've read and seen lately.
That was just a taste.
But I don't know if it really matters. It's like, well, just make a video, and it's like, I could do that, but like, damn. Will anyone ever see it?
That would not be wise.
Serious question. I checked my old channel.
Not enough
It's had
hatred.
virtually 0 views since I left it. like a year and a half ago.
I feel more powerful.
Like, it's weird to know that I used to be a Twitch streamer and had more live viewers, but like ultimately far less success,
Bleed, you filth. I need
which
more
is
hatred to
sad
do
considering I still have less than one view per video technically, when those had a lot more than one view per video. But like, I made shorts on this channel, so my overall view count is much higher. I also have 7 subscribers. Why? I don't know. Only one makes sense. Because oddly enough, I'm not subscribed to myself on another account.
Not ready
Faint
yet.
magic radiates from these scrolls.
That's a bit more than faint. Ah, stone gloves. I don't really get the point of these things.
Feel my wrath.
Doom Award. Okay, next place, next place.
I grow weak.
Weird.
My pack is full.
Nuh-uh. It turns out, yeah-huh.
I am returning to town.
Ooh, what are you? You're nothing important, but you. Be anything. Gorilla orb. Wait, is that a primal? God dang it. Ah. Man. Another primal I just need to throw in the trash. Okay, see nothing worth worrying about here. Okay, let's try again. Can we get the shoulder? Not the one I wanted. Not a big deal. Try again. Nope. Still got it.
Did you let John Dog trap you as he
Just why? Do I need these for anything? Well, I'm glad I checked it. Yeah, let's check. Bye. I think I need 110 primal ashes for something. Who knows? Really do not like Natalia's set. But yeah, I need the Ring of Royal Grandeur sacrifice. Which I'm not doing until I have an extra one. And I've yet to find one again. I don't believe you just find them like you used to. Like, at a... sorry. I don't believe you get one automatically like you used to.
Your fear betrays you.
Still not the right wording. I don't believe it has a high chance of dropping from a certain act. The pack at the end. I could be wrong. Maybe I should look it up.
Not enough hatred.
It would explain why I stopped seeing it. With the Enmity portals, I have no reason to go and do bounties, because, look. Yeah.
Darkness
Well.
awaits you.
Darkness surrounding me. All I see, absolute horror. How do I live? How do I die?
I am wounded.
Forget the rest, guys.
learned much from that.
I'm overburdened.
Well.
I
Again?
am returning to town.
Secondary potion. It could be anything. Even a potion. Wait for it. It's a potion. Okay. Hmm. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the second one I would have to change the life per second into crit chance for it to be as good. I would say not worth it.
Have you spoken to Auric?
No.
What does one say to an ancient Nephilim ghost?
I
Yo, what up?
you start-
Oh, very well.
Appreciate your hints.
You have access to a wondrous artifact of old, and that's what you want to do with it.
I kept thinking it had a number used, but apparently it doesn't.
If that's what you want.
Okay. A bit weird deleting Undaunted. Doesn't sit right with me. This helm seems extremely useful, and I don't know why. Vengeance. Weed. Also learned recently that my microphone doesn't pick up deep audio very well, and I don't know why. Something in OBS. Because when I do this, it cuts out. Okay. Don't know what else to do with that, so we're just going to hang on to it in case I needed it for something. Put that in here. And Litany of the Undaunted, Wailing Host. There you go. Currently using Focus and Restraint, which is hard. Oh yeah. I don't necessarily want to keep this necklace. But I'd still rather try to get the... Yeah, I still got a good number. Come on. Is it really that hard to give me a socket? Give me a socket. Thank you. Bam. It's unstoppable. Thanks, bro. Bro, I killed next boss. Thanks, I could help, bro. I miss the simple days of John Freeman. Pants? My legs will never again be exposed to the abyss. Why'd you stop calling it that?
Strange magic radiates from these foes.
Yeah, here we go.
You want more? I need
That's
more
what he
hatred
said?
to do that.
Okay. Yeah, play. Lich beam. I've read it as lick beam. Lick beam.
I need to go.
And the compass rose, and the lightning strikes. And time rolls on into the night. Yeah, here we go.
I suppose that will work.
I I don't want your homing pads. Not in a box. Not on a box. On a Vox box. Vox box is on the 3rd page of your... I'm gonna need you to stop laughing. Destroy. 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 Okay, back in. Boop. Come on. Okay, kind of a waste of a sentry, but here we are. Severe root. Yeah, the doctor, he diagnosed me with severe root. I thought it was some sort of euphemism until they, you know, they got out the Roundup.
Do you want more?
I'm such an idiot. I regret to inform you, you have been diagnosed with Dendrotentaclalicus. I think you made like half of that up. I did. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not bringing my best jokes tonight. I'm sorry. I don't know who I'm apologizing to. There's no one out there. Somewhere out there, beyond the shooting star. When you have no audience, no one can hear you making fun of emotional music. When I touch you like this, HR? Which is so stupid.
Not your worst idea. Not
Okay.
quite.
I found Natty's finger. Puzzle ring. Okay. Now, that outburst aside, I think we have something here. I need shoulders. Severe root. Okay. This can go here. This can go here. And the rest of it can be absolutely obliterated. No. Not Natty's finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't like. Can't see it, but I just did the whole like really long fingered, like your hand is out and flat, like you're trying to, you know, like pay me money. You just bring your hand up and do like one finger at your lip, like, what did you just say to me? I love when people do that, but it's just like when it's like the very low-powered villain hits the extremely strong, high-powered hero who may or may not be a murderer, and it's like blah blah blah, bam, and like nothing happens. He just turns around like, did you just do that? And it's like, you don't understand the sheer power contained within my body. It's like, oh, it just gets to me. It makes me think of something I said a long time ago when I was trying to get into Word of Darkness. I was trying to get into Vampire, and I don't really know why. Like, I thought maybe we were, but it's just full of people who do stuff I don't care about. But I couldn't find anyone to play a game in one time. Okay, so, you know, it's kind of like D&D, except with, like, a tiny fan base, and they're all, like, up their own asses. But the point is, I tried to get into it, I made a joke one time on the official thing, because there's only the official thing, and it has devs on it, which is kind of weird, where, basically, I don't remember why I said it, but I was like, man, this is like if an elder... Like, if an elder was like, I'm yawning, you know, if someone was basically like, you don't understand, like, I am in touch with this, with the essence of this discipline. I have, oh god, I can't think of one off the top of my head, even though I have the vampire book. But the 5th one. It's like, I have mastered Protean and can transform like you wouldn't believe into things beyond your comprehension. And then just like an elder phasing into existence like near him, like he was never there. forcibly could not detect him went, "Hey, could you show me? Could you show me some of that? Oh, look at you! You did so good!" Like the one not evil Samisi. Look at him! Look at him transforming! I'm a being, a primal being of unlimited power. I remember when I got there, I was like, it was like a toddler, but you know, he's trying, he's trying. I love that. It can be really pretentious. The darkening of Tristram. Okay. Like, obviously it can be really pretentious, but I like it when there's like a legitimate behind the scenes, like, I'm proud of you. You know, and it's like, what? But I am the knight. Deluxe. Wow. No. And I still can't believe they sold this for like 30-40 bucks. And it was the class. And then a bunch of shit they didn't need to give you. And it's like, really, Blizzard? Yeah, not your worst idea. But still pretty bad. What am I doing? I actually don't know where I'm getting these. Oh, there's maximum discipline 9. I don't really know what to do right now. I'm definitely replacing this shirt and doing everything else. That sucks. What about this one? Oh yeah, the one thing everybody tells you to use is multi-shot because it has a legendary where if the enemy's HP is below like 60%, multi-shot always hits twice. So then you have like 3 things on you that make multi-shot do extra damage. Like by, you know, multiple, like, multipliers on top of each other. And then all of your sentries are all shooting those, which are all doubled on impact. It's, wow. Right now, that's not going to help me. Impale shotgun cluster. Though it could be nice. Let me see. Weapon. Where is it? Let's see. It's gonna take me a second to find. Charles Schwab. I don't care. Let's see here. Bombardiers. Bullets now explode instantly and deal more damage. I don't care. Hold on, I gotta find this. What we're looking for right now is... I really like that one. The longer you don't use better knives, the stronger it gets. And considering you don't spam it anyway, it's automatically gonna get really strong. Impale throws 2 additional knives that deal 100% increased damage. God damn. The damage of Impale is increased by 375 and returns 15 hatred if it hits an enemy already impaled. Whatever that means. This is the one I used when I got bored of this a long time ago, where I felt like I got as far as I was going to get. Yeah. Chakram generates instead of uses. Chakram deals additional damage every point you have. So it becomes absolutely sick nasty. Okay, we're still looking, we're still looking. Yang's recurve. Multi-shot attacks 50% faster and his damage increased by 200%. Right now I have elemental arrow damage is increased by like 250% and generates instead of spends. Which means I can cast it infinitely. Which is kind of better. I would have to have like multiple things on to make it worth it. But I have to look up what it is I need for that. Any of the other ones could be cool too, though. I really love this one. Whereas Rapid Fire only costs hatred to start it, and from then on it costs nothing. So if you're using a key lens, where you get like a 50% damage reduction, like incoming damage reduction, you're at high resource, this goes right with it because you're not spending anything. Let's see.
One time, I miscast the charm spell, and Sister Lysa was fawning over me for a fortnight. It was mortifying.
Let's see. Okay.
Do you see that enemy over there? Let us
No.
cleanse it from this land.
Fine. Oh, that is good.
Sweet revenge.
That's what I was looking for. When you hit one person and it hits everybody else. It's really cool. It's one thing I really appreciate about Diablo 3. Is you feel strong. Like, I've talked about this in another video, but for all its flaws, the one thing it has that Diablo 4 doesn't is you feel mighty. And it makes sense that you're mighty, even though the lore still doesn't make any sense.
Feel my wrath.
Or they're like, okay, no Nephilim, you're just some guy. But also, you're gonna fight 50 demons on the way here, and I don't know, 50 ogres. And you're an unstoppable force of nightmarish power.
I can't do that.
But no one's ever gonna acknowledge it exactly because you're not a Nephilim or something, and it's like,
Sweet
you're
revenge.
gonna have to give a reason why I'm so fucking mighty.
My hatred is too low.
Particularly in the case of barbarians, when they act like everybody from
No, I will not do that.
that tribe is a barbarian of a similar nature, and the women are all huge and everything. You would think Diablo wouldn't even be able to, like, cross a border without
Vengeance.
getting absolutely cluster-fucked, you know? But, sorry. But, no.
That would not be wise.
Mysteriously, no one is powerful except the player. And it's not acknowledged. Where in 3, it's acknowledged very directly.
A mighty foe has fallen.
That was a waste. Man, look at him go. That's an aged confession. The best confessions are aged over 50 years in a cask. Confess. No, I would rather be refined first. Here's the vintage on this confession. Excellent. Okay. Next place. Pew, pew, pew. Okay. Wolfies.
Do you want more?
That's what she said. Oh, now I gotta sneeze. Fuck. I didn't mute, but there's no one who will ever know that I sneeze like that, so we're just going to pretend I didn't do that. In fact, I might probably didn't even pick that up.
I must heal.
Suspicious creatures. Pretty woman walking down the street. Street.
Do you want more? I feel better now.
If you make it so someone isn't on the street, are you X-streeting them? The cultist told me. Cat's denial. Up. Hey, I do have a shield. Cool.
That would not be wise.
Okay.
Your fear betrays you. I am wounded.
I like this set. I was like, it's the puppy dog set. And it's like, mostly the other set. I called this one blood boobs.
Feel my wrath.
Oh my god, feel my wrath.
I can't carry require aid.
Grab my wrath. Adventure!
I've become stronger.
It's an old meme, but it checks out. I think that joke originally started with Spaceballs. It's an old one, sir, but it checks out. Polands have a 100% chance of doing a thing. I guess it would go good with the spin around set, so let me just put that in here. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Spin me right round, baby, right round.
You're imaginative, aren't you?
Cool. Launch this.
Small minds, small goals. I won't judge.
Only no rage. Right, Kai. Okay, get nothing better to do. Fix it.
Yes, I see.
I hate you. Yes, I do.
Brilliant.
Sorry. Good job. Ew. Dr. Feelgood.
Not what I would do, but when has that stopped you?
Screw it. Transmute.
Brilliant.
Anything could happen.
Don't say that. I'm single. Sorry. Making it weird. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. I just have 4. I got 2 extras. I could keep trying, but you know, whatever. This is a set where you constantly spin around. Shooting bolas in this case. You automatically shoot your last used primary skill. Also gives 60% damage reduction while strafing for 5 seconds afterwards. You gain 8% increased movement speed for each second you're in this. Your primary skills do 27,500% additional damage. Primary skills deal 10% increased damage per second of momentum. So 20%, 200% do triple damage, and then 27,500% increased damage on top of 200%. Good God. Good God, sir. Hoo-ha. 25% additional tax. I'm having a moment here. Oh, right. That was a DPC music video using Kung Fu Fighting. Or Dragon Ball. Okay, here we go.
Darkness awaits you.
Oh my god, darkness awaits you so bad. Okay, go outside to do that. He's dead. Go outside to do that. This is a dead-free zone. Like some sort of dead zone? Dead-free? Dear Odin in Nirvana or something. Thanks, bro. Bond da bond da bond da bond chicka chicka bang da band da band da bond chicka.
My hatred is too low. Vengeance! No, I will not do that.
Good God. I go faster and faster and faster. There's a song called Passerby Within Temptation. Heavily, heavily recommended. Okay, they don't necessarily target your target, apparently. Which makes sense. Because how do they know who you're targeting? Yeah, I think that's all the ones I could possibly get. 267, 37. There you go. Super hand crossbow. I believe that. Tenacious D. I gave her some of that Tenacious D, if you know me. Gave her the Tenacious D.
I'm overburdened.
Okay.
I can't carry anymore.
Time for some silent item collection. What?
My pack is full.
That's what she said. There's a hentai joke to be made there. Okay, this is the 7th time in a row you're gonna have to pull out.
I can't carry anymore.
Like, shouldn't I have done that the first time? No, I mean, like, the pack is full. You can't fit anything more in there. It's all just gonna end up... It's hentai. It literally stays inside and somehow ends up in her hair and on the walls. Like, how does this make any sense? Do you have a hole somewhere that I'm unaware of? I wouldn't tell you.
To town.
So stupid. Also, I have my eyes covered and model just wide-eyed. Perfect. Okay, come on.
Dug up some new things for you to take a look at.
If that's what you want.
Please put your pants back on. I forgot to even look. 700 something, 800 something. But it was 900. Why God? Why God?
Small minds.
Yes, I have completed the set. Okay, hold on. Bidunk. And I guess we gotta keep this. Absolutely would like to have this for right now. I get convention elements is better in most ways, but I want 3 wolves. Like 2 extra wolves that both do 150% damage times everything else. I will gladly take that. Okay, we have to swap out a belt here. Where's Zoe's secret? There it is. Okay. We're about done there. Don't know if this is technically the best thing for this. It's a huge bonus, but still. Hold on. Hold on, what's the... I mean, that's kind of silly, but cute. Yet another one. Gas-powered forearm. Okay. Shadow's grasp, a third hand. It's grasping so much right now. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and destroy. Well, okay, hold on. There's no reason not to try on this.
Oh, very well.
First try. Okay, hold on. It's gonna go silent for a second here. I'm just gonna open Firefox and check something real quick. Diablo 3. Be sure. We'll just use the wiki. I hope it's functional. Let's see. There's a quiver. Okay, 50% faster multiplied. Okay, there's a quiver I need. And I do not currently have a quiver to upgrade. Cool, that's perfectly fine. I was about to log out without even thinking about it. Like, wait, I'm still in the middle of a thingy. Eagle ring, which apparently I can't upgrade. Something tells me that might be hard to get a hold. I don't think it would be. I see no reason to care. But it's just one more item to have in the bag. Not. Okay. Let's go in here, pick up stuff. Right. I was nowhere near... My god, I literally almost logged out with all this stuff still here. Okay. Hunt Salvation sounds like a, Bloodborne. Oh, that's the thing. I was gonna replay Bloodborne. I'm not really into that sort of really depressing thing. Still. For Amazon, okay. So early in the morning. Oh, is that
Can't carry anymore.
Ingium again? Looks like it. Yes. Don't care. Okay. Any magic items? Go through these, Run by. Okay.
I am returning to town.
Back to town, and then we'll do one more sweep. Nope. Upgrade rare.
Small minds, small goals. I won't judge.
Increases companion damage. Okay. And again.
I suppose that will work.
Useless. Alright. Back up here. You transmog. Demon Spitter? No. Rapid Fire increasingly deals 95% increased damage while channeling. You mix this with the one that makes it so you channel forever, and it becomes extremely good. Note that this does not work with Rapid Fire. Another puzzle ring. That's looking good. Okay, I can just extract this one. This is strictly worse? Question mark? Yeah. Okay. Same thing again. Go into here. Ah, it's gotten disorganized. Hold on. Okay, it's not great, but it'll do for now. Okay, and just destroy everything else. Be destroyed. Destroyed. Be destroyed. Be destroyed, and we'll extract Engium.
Yes, I see.
And now to pick up all the yellows. It's been an hour and a half, and I stopped at some point to basically lament my career. Well, hobby. Like, obviously, there's no income made from streaming when you're, like, for the vast majority of people who have ever streamed, but too many people refer to it as career when they're talking that it gets a bit... Because the people you listen to typically are those who are already successful. So your language is sort of painted by that. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. One more little area, which I'm going to come back from prematurely, but still.
That was inspiring.
Good God. Okay, we're not actually done here. Wow. Oh, right! I just got an absolutely gargantuan increase in power. Every single sentry increases the damage of my primary skills, elemental arrow, cluster arrow, all my companions, and the sentries themselves by 9,500% each. And I summon 5 at a time. Or, you know, I can have 5 out. Okay, I may want to actually pick up these yellows.
I'm overburdened.
Or not.
I am returning to town.
We see how often I run out of yellow material, so yeah. There's a shrine upgrade that you can't refund as far as I know. That makes it so that your pet who picks up gold will automatically deconstruct those as well. I just don't see a reason why I would want that. Anyway, yeah, we can now do the highest level stuff. Or not highest, but I can go up to like Torment 13 again or something. Because mind you, I also have plus 82.23% damage reduction. Because 8.5% for every companion you have active. Okay. This is such cool stuff. I hope one day 4 gets around to being like this. Like, just having absolutely massive effects from having stat bonuses and legendaries. Gloom Trial. Like, it can go through its period of not having it. It'd be fine. At the moment, unless it's changed dramatically, it just didn't feel like it was worth... It just insta-gived it. Okay, back out real quick. I don't know. I should probably end stream pretty soon. I'm having fun, oddly enough. Like, even with that odd little, let's just call it a cry session there. It's just, Try you. An ancient hell rack, thanks. Chance to root enemies to the ground when you hit them, so on and so forth. Okay, well, it's getting me primal's Forgotten Souls, so that's good. And yes, I did just forget where to go. And I clicked on this by accident, so I gotta hurry. Vroom. Vroom. Yeah,
will
boy.
not do that.
Are you sure though? What if I offered you? You okay back there? Okay. All right. Leave game. Come back. Put on Torment 13. Let's find out how screwed I am. Okay, it only goes up to 16. Okay, folks, here we go. Am I strong enough to do anything on 13? If I am, we can probably just go ahead and do... hold up. Where's a good place to just pop in? Gideon, Magda, Hello. Here we go. Zotencool. With Zotencool, you can just walk right up to him. There's virtually no enemies before him. Okay, here we go. Wait. Ah, my bad. Whoops. Right, the middle.
Not enough
the middle.
discipline.
Yeah, I know. Shut up, Dad. There you go. Okay. Kill Magda. She deserves to face justice for her transgression. Sorry.
I am too low on discipline.
Oop. A single sentry, and they can be defeated by the dogs. 2 sentries, and they are absolutely plowed down. 2 sentries later, and they are destroyed. 3 sentries. My god.
Help us! You can't leave us here!
A mighty foe has
I'm considering leaving them here.
I thought rescue would
wish we
never
had
come sooner.
Oh,
Who are you people?
Fear not. The coven will be vanquished.
There's no current quest for saving them, so it's just, you know. I mean, why would you not? Not really RPing here, it's just, why would you not? You know? But billions? Yeah, boy. Okay. He'll disappear when we go in here, but I've already got the protection in place. Yeah, Magna, let me see.
I can't. I'm injured.
They were just waiting on me to shoot. Okay, well, I think we got this. Yeah. The only physical is actually down because of this gem. Good gem. Ruit, let's find out something. Let's try to open up an enmity portal and see if the magic bind is way better.
No, I will not do that. Your
Are you
fear
sure?
betrays you.
Here.
Heal
I don't
me.
think they want to know.
That would not be wise.
I do like how you go up in torment levels, you get like a percentage chance of getting an additional Death's Breath. Well, when he hits 100%,
This cannot be opened yet.
it can go up to the next one
Formidable.
to give you a chance of getting another one. So when you go all the way up to 13, you have a lot of drops.
Feel my wrath.
My balls! Okay. Okay, we just need normal enemies.
I can't do
Yeah, I really don't need the Amulet of Jess anymore. I mean, I never needed it. It's just really cool. It's the one that pulls everybody into a pile when I'm attacking them. Okay.
I need more hatred to do that.
Do you though? Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the core, no doubt about it.
That was just a taste.
Sometimes I give myself the creeps. It was almost a trillion. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. That was a trillion. When did numbers start getting into trillions? It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. And am I just paranoid? Am I just stoned? Okay, I think I got both impale things at the same time. Impale throws 2 additional daggers for more damage. Oh, never mind, that's chakram. Less statistically strange, but still. Where's the convention of motherfucking elements? Or convention, sorry. The grand... Consulting the Google. Ring of Grandeur. Okay, the Ring of Royal Grandeur can only be obtained by Horadric caches, which I stopped doing because enmity portals are just so much better. Okay, doing bounties is what you need to be doing. Oh, man. Okay, major slowdown there. Okay. I was hoping to do one more portal before I left for the night, but it's getting pretty early late. Literally, if you will. Oh, the cluster arrow was still so strong. There we go.
No, I will not. My hatred is too low. I'm injured. Feel my wrath.
Feel my HR. Just like that. Well, now I know every ring I find is the wrong kind. What? It was a single floor? Listen, devs. Now you listen here. I am the scat man. There's this one stupid YouTube video with the scene where Bane in the live action movie was at like a big football stadium or something, and so they replaced it with them doing a really like they couldn't hold it impression of him like laughing. I think you could hear somebody else laughing in the background and everything. Where he goes like, he picks it up and he's like, "These days are over. You will now do this," or whatever. He picks it up and goes, "I'm the scat man, skibidi-bidi-bop-bop-bop." And they can't figure out where to go from there. Skip-da-bop-bop-bop. I don't know, I always love that. Stupid. You transmog. Shadow. The shadow. I really like that set. A little boring, but I like it. This set lets you use basically whatever you want, which I think is sweet. Reading will occasionally haunt your enemies, as they deserve. Alright. Guess I should go for the night. We got what I wanted. For now. Let's do a couple things first, though. Now. We not just have an invisible helm. What is that? The RX clown? I mean, I figured it was, but... Okay. Get these shoulders way down. Okay. Rest looks okay, I suppose. I like the shield arm. That's actually pretty cool. The bow looks pretty bitchin'. Good enough. That is an embarrassing cloak if I've ever seen one. Probably from the helmet, though. Okay. Is there any way to get pet damage on this? No. Let's see what we get. I just want damage that is improved. There, elemental arrow. Not grenade. Not bola. Not hungering arrow. Are you kidding me? That's fine for now. This is fine. That's something I could end up using. Companion damage is what I wanted there. This is all pretty good. Evasive fire, not so much. Just, yeah, I was gonna say just give me anything else. It'd be fine. Really all we can get out of that. I don't know what I was trying to get. Oh, absolutely. Would I get some companion damage or sentry damage? Please? Please, sir, I'd like some more damage. Damage? 103%.
Should I find some new attire? These old things are becoming so small.
Stop bragging about your boobies. It's oh my god, this is becoming so small. Just cold. Let's see here. I that so much. Yeah, I could swap this out to whatever I want. Yeah. See what else we get. Physical? I don't see why not. Let's try that for a sec. Okay, hold on. Okay, that's pretty cool. Just a moment. If you use it a bunch of times in a row, it reduces it from 8 discipline to 4. Okay. Launch a volley of guided arrows that rain down on enemies for this much. Wait. Oh, this. Yeah, we don't need this anymore. Ooh, we could go back to smokescreen or whatever. Yeah, okay. A zoomy button. Okay, physical, 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 physical. Let's, instead of releasing grenades, you release rockets. Okay. Ah, man, all that. And it still works. Okay. 300, 300, but it heals you the entire time. You know, it's called Elemental Arrow. It comes with that. Okay, we don't need Cold a week anymore. Let's see. What else can I use? Don't know if this counts for sentries. This is primary skills. Enemies who are slowed in any way do less damage. Could go back to this. It just feels a little bit silly. Things within a certain range. If enemies aren't right in your face, you just do 20% more damage. Hot Pursuit, you just move faster. And this is you regenerate health if you don't move. Oh. Okay. Let me check this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it lasts. I'd rather have that. So 9% of your HP per second. Anytime you've been still for 1. Hold up. 1, 2. About 2 seconds. It only takes about 6 seconds to fill it up. Possibly just 5, considering it lasts for 5 seconds when you walk. Yeah, that's absolutely worth it. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and call it here. Thanks for watching. This is about a 2-hour stream. Not one I expect anyone to ever see, but still. If you did, sorry. You can always leave words of encouragement or disparaging in the comment section. I'm not gonna ask for likes and subscriptions because I'm not really putting out good content yet. But if you have any suggestions, comment section below. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Sayonara. Which is what you say before you hit the wrong key.